Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Fun with Vintage Hi-Fi. Today I have for you something truly special. Today I would like to present you a cassette deck, but not any cassette deck, the cassette, a quite high-end cassette deck made by Teac. The model is a V-8030S. Teac V-8030S. That's what it is. Really good, really top, high-end, sought after cassette deck. Is really amazing piece of engineering from Japan. I must say I'm really impressed about it. Until I tested, I was like, okay, there are cassette decks, better, worse, but this one is truly remarkable, top-end engineering from Teac. So without further ado, let me just switch it on so you're gonna guys see it, what I mean. So here, power button on the left-hand side. So it's matching power button open, close on the right. So I'll just look at this, press the power button, it gets awake with this lovely amber display. That's quite cool. What we have here from the left to right, quite a lot of buttons to go through. I'm not gonna dwell on all of the possibilities of this deck because it does has similarity to all decks, cassette decks. So some of them are literally a copy of or same ideas as previous decks, something taken quite end of the line. So for example, this big sort of knob regulator is the recording level decibel adjustment. So when you're recording, here you have a few knobs to adjust more things. So for example, the top one is the two separate sets for left and right channels. So the top one here is the bias to adjust for your recording, and this one is a level one, left and right channel. Here we have a knob which noise reduction system and Dolby NR, so it's switching off. Then we have a B, C or S, as you can see here is changing on it. This little knob on here, that's the balance for your recording, left or right channel. You can literally adjust it. Here we have another little one, which is the volume control for your headphones. That's quite cool idea as well, because as we know, many times you have just preset volume in the decks. This one, no, this one doesn't have that. It is a separate one. On the top we have a auto monitor, so it's basically source or tape from playback. We have the calibration start, so you can literally calibrate your tape. So as we know, all of the tapes are different. This one has the feature which lets you to calibrate the set by pressing it. At the moment we don't have any tape, so when you have a tape, basically you activate it by pressing the recording and play, and it goes to the mode of we're gonna see it. I'm gonna try to show you guys this. It goes to mode of calibrating, so you can adjust before recording. You adjust the knobs for audio recording, you adjust the volume. Here we have an MPX filter for your recordings from tuners, from radio. That's quite good. Here's the very interesting button, as interesting feature which I kind of liked very much, is a CD direct. Push off is switched off, push on it does. What it is basically it takes the signal directly from the CD, so you can connect your CD player directly to your deck. Has a separate connector. I see connectors to the back. X also has the input, another one's for input from your regular amp. You can get it, but there's separate one just for CD direct. So by pressing it, you're activating them, so it's connected to the only downside of this is you cannot adjust the balance on a CD direct. That's the only feature I kind of figure out and check it, that basically by doing CD direct, you directly recording what comes from the CD. So it's basically copying your favorite CD to cassette, so you can listen later on your Walkmans or other in your car or something. That's how this works. Here we have a CD synchro on the right, but that's for the decks and CD players who can be connected as a synchro with the special cables. Here clear means is the resetting your presets or your counter. Next one is the tape length. So you can literally choose your tape length on what it is. So it's 60 because it's like 120 tape, for example. 120 minutes is a 60 each side. So you're just giving the nudge what it is. 95, 90, and 46 tapes. So you can just do the like this 60. And we have a lovely button which is called RTZ, which literally means return to zero. So when you're recording, like now, you reset your counter to zero anytime during the tape, and by pressing the return to zero, the tape deck returns to the point which you put zero on it. Quite good with re-recording if you're recording some sessions or some podcast. Quite good feature. Next one, what we have here, that's margin reset, and that's, I think, is the CD mapping. So yeah, CD check, which is for basically makes the on source, you do the source here, like this one. Then on source, you do the CD check. Basically, by pressing is, you can adjust your settings to the higher peaks and lower peaks with your settings of your before you're recording anything like copy on your from your CD to your tape. Here we have a lovely little button which is a recording mute. You guys know this. I mentioned this on my previous recordings, that record mute is this to do this 4-second gap during the recording. You're pressing it and the tape still records but is on mute, and it creates this 4-second gap. So it's like a gap between recordings for the decks to recognize the gaps between songs or recordings, whatever you need. So here we have a little switch for the timer. So play on the left hand side, middle, off, or rec on the right. So that's good with your timers. If you have a timer for your hi-fi and you want to record some when you're not at home, some podcast from radio or something like that, quickly do this, do the timer, everything awake, and start recording. That's quite good feature. Or play if you like to be, for example, wake up in the morning with your favorite tape, so you can do that as well. And obviously standard stop, play, pause, and record buttons. Then in like a white, completely different from I would more like it in a different color, but that's me just in it. Open, close, obviously, and rewind or forwarding, and also like a skipping. So basically that's what I'm talking about. So if you record like here 4-second gap, by pressing this button, you will get rewind or forward to this to recognize this 4-second gap on your recording. So that's more or less how this deck looks like. In the rear, there is connectors, literally 3 sets of connector, one output RCAs, and one input for the CD direct, and one input from your amp. So let's do some little experiment on this CD direct fun. So when you open, is automatically open close just via button. That's quite cool. I like that. So let's throw the tape. As you see, it's not being rewinded, so I just want to do this experiment, return to zero. So, but you can also close the tape manually, and it reacts and it closes by itself, so that's all right. And obviously, if you want to record something, maybe we can do this calibration start. So basically, you press the calibration, and then you can adjust the level. As you see, I pressed and it shows here. So little, I'm not sure if you see those little dots. So you can adjust the level of your recording. You can adjust it on the, I think is that, yeah, should be. Oh, one of them is definitely is adjusting. You have to press the recording. Yeah, so basically when you start it, you press the record, and then you can, as you see, you can adjust left and right to the level of your record. Same, yeah, as you see, that's showing you maximum. And when you want to do the level, you press again this button. No, sorry, that's the bias. First one was level, so this is bias. I was wrong, I'm sorry. Yeah, you can adjust the bias to the levels, and the level was the first one. So then you just literally press level again, and if you want a level, you can adjust, as you see, level left and right channel. I like to leave them on 0, and then you just stop, and that is obviously is cancelled. So what you can do, just place the RTS, as you see, is flashing and is returned to 0. How cool is that? So let's do the little experiment. Let's record something. So press the record. As you see, it goes to the pause button. So you guys remember, basically the calibration start, you press rec and play, but for the recording you just press the record and it goes automatically to pause. So let's start recording. Let me just activate my CD player and just make something on it. So yes, you play pause, hit there, and it starts recording. So and then you hit the pause and maybe stop. Then we just hit the return to 0, and as you see, it goes back to the 0. Well, let's hit the play and see how we went. Is it this? There we go. Also, as you see now, remember when I pressed the record, the mute record? There we go, it works there. There's the reg muting on it as well. And obviously forwarding, return to 0, stop, pause, sort of basic ones, but fully operational. You can even record from it. So let me show you guys for the next mute record. You press this button and it goes backwards to whatever was. Do you see? And remember, I pressed again, so let's go forward, and it's actually going and recognize that and do this adjustment to start nicely from there. There we go. So that's how it is. Lovely remote control for it, with all basic but important functions, because obviously for recording you use all of the adjustment on actual deck. So yeah, very nice, really good deck. And let's say hit the stop from remote. So as you see, guys, really cool, really nice, basic. My video is just a basic, just an introduction to it. So if you come ever across of it, just buy it. It's not cheap, because it goes for like $600-700 in a good condition. This one is pretty good condition. Few scratches on the front, but I think that was the previous owner removing it from the cabinet or something, or moving it. Pretty good condition. So if you find something like this in a good condition, you have to fork out like $500 onwards, or around 500 British pounds to get that kind of deck in a working condition. They will serve you for years with little maintenance and stuff. So yeah, this really good. Basically, as on front says, 3 heads, Quartz, PLL, so it's the control of the Quartz control and the motor. Remember, check my previous video with the Pioneer turntable. That's exactly was Quartz PLL, phase linear like alignment, so it's controlling the speed of the Capstan. Direct drive. So direct drive means there's no bells involved, so you don't need to bell like in some of them. And dual loop and dual capstan, really cool, all of this, and it works perfectly when you need it. And I cannot recommend this deck more. If you're looking for one, definitely get one. If you're looking for cassette players, I would recommend. Doesn't matter if you're fan of Pioneer or Technics or Akai or any others. If you're fan of the cassette players, I will recommend this one. And especially if you get with the remote control, because remote control is kind of hard to find, hard to get by, to find those remote controls for it. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I know the video is a little bit longer, but nevertheless the deck requires a little bit longer explanation. As you see, it does have little backlight, so you see the tape when it goes. And yeah, if you like my little presentation, hit the like button. And if you're first time across my little channel, you know, hit the subscribe. You'll be up to date with every little shenanigans and presentations like this. I put you guys my little display of the tapes here. I have some original tapes. I like them. You know, yeah, you can just buy them in maybe secondhand shops, but you know, I like the original ones to listen on the decks. But you know, recordings, this one, as you realize, records pretty well, and it's quite cool, and highly recommend again. Thank you guys, and see what I would come up with next time.